Sit there, mate. Young Vader, another lovely black Labrador that's with us at the moment for a bit of looking at. What we're doing, we're polishing up his recall. Everybody wants it, everybody needs it, and quite rightly, every dog, no matter what capacity you have it in, has to have a reliable recall. And we all know the reasons why. Don't worry, he's friendly, so that we don't fall into that trap of annoying other dog walkers or other members of public that are doing their very best to train their dog efficiently. So how do I do it? Right, what we need to do, just like sit, just like stay, just like wait, and all of the other physical commands, we have to put value on that word. So pick a word: come, here, close, near, whatever word you want to use. But what you've got to do, or what I need to do with young Vader here, is show him and teach him that when he hears that word, it has value to it. If he responds to it and acknowledges that word effectively and correctly and returns to me, he is going to get paid efficiently to make it worth his while. Now, what we need to do to continue having a recall or an effective recall from a very young dog or a very puppy, we have to grow with them. Because if you've got a young dog, that dog will be of an age where it needs you. It doesn't want to stray too far away. It doesn't want to go too far away from you because it's still young. It's still a baby. It's still lacking confidence and maturity. So at certain young ages, dogs need us. However, when they start to grow and mature and become more confident, they don't need us. So we need to grow with them, with our value as handlers and as leaders within this little dog's life. We need to grow with him as he becomes more confident and outgoing and mature. We need to continue ourselves to show him and elevate ourselves along with all of the other distractions that are in the world, so we still have value to him. So no matter how mature he gets or how confident he gets, he still values us in his life. We still are providing him fun, stimulation, games, interaction, reward, positivity, all of the good stuff. We still have to maintain and grow with him as he matures. If we don't do that, the day will come where he sees the squirrel, he sees the magpie, he sees the ball, he sees the other dog on the other end of the park. And he will always choose those situations over us, because we'll never be as exciting as a squirrel climbing a tree. We'll never be as fun to chase as a magpie skipping across a football pitch or wherever it is. We'll never be as rewarding as another dog. But we need to do our very best to try to be. So how I do it is I teach value in a word, and the word I use is come. When you hear that word, you will get a reward, and every single time you hear that word, you are definitely going to get a reward. So I'm adding value and purpose to it. Then what I will do is I will change the psyche a little bit. And just so that we're not ploughing food into these dogs' mouths, and we don't want to find ourselves in a situation where they're constantly working for food, not for the respect and the reward that we're giving him as handlers or as humans, then I will fade that food out and do it sporadically. So we're then in the mindset of come means reward. I may get a reward. I may get a food treat. The only way that I'm going to find out, guess what, is if I go back. So I do it in a specific way where I know I have the dog's focus and I know I have the dog's attention, so I can clearly see that it is learning and it is absorbing and taking in what that word come means. So let's give it a go. Vader, come on in here, mate. In you come. Sit there, stay. Also, we're teaching other things here. So push him back onto the spot, stay there. So I'm backing away from him. He's looking at me, so I know I have his attention. He's not out looking elsewhere. He's not distracted. We have this moment in time where we are on the same page. He knows me, I know him. not know, but he knows I'm worth looking at. Stay there. Wait a period of time. Come. And reward. Good. Every single time he has heard that word come, he has been rewarded for it. Sit. Stay there. Then we start increasing the distance. We've just started looking at this, but you can see what we're dealing with. Stay there. Stay there. Come. And in he comes. Reward. Good. Not worried about sitting yet, not worried about anything like that. This is all about him making the connection between hearing the sound, because to him it's a sound, to us it's a word. When he hears that sound come, back he comes and returns to us. And it has always ended in a reward. It's always ended in positivity. People say, my dog's not food reward based, and my dog's not motivated by food. Very, very common thing. Now, how every dog could be food motivated. So if your dog is not motivated by food, look at the diet, look at how rich it is, look at how high value their normal diet is, and just think, hang on a minute, am I giving this dog steak and chips 3 times a day? No wonder it's not interested in what I need to offer it. But tailor how you feed your dog its normal daily meals. Then if you do that differently, it will become more motivated to work for food. Give it another go. Come on, Vader. Come in here, mate. Sit. And he's a calm, chilled out dog anyway. Sit. If he was a spaniel, I'd expect him to flip and take me off my knees. Stay there. He's a relaxed, calm, subdued dog anyway. So this isn't about speed. This is about him acknowledging the word, reacting to it. And the only reaction that I want from him is to pick his ass off the floor and return to me. Stay there. Increasing the distance now. I'm not going to bite off more than I can chew because I don't want him to break. Stay there. Come. And in he comes. Bosh. And there's the reward. Good. Now, I speak a little bit about reward issuing. You know, be careful not to give it to him straight away, because you'll lose the control. Then he'll go off and be distracted against someone else. On this occasion, boff, you're having it. I want you to very, very quickly learn, and very quickly those pennies to drop. Come means food. Come means reward. Come means something nice. Come means pleasure. Come means greatness. Okay. Then once that lesson is installed, then we can start playing a little bit with, do we give it to him? Do we not give it to him? Do we let him mess around with it? Then we can start turning the psyche of the routine and the situation and the skill on its head, to mix it up a little bit, to keep him thinking. If we're keeping him thinking, we're continuing to elevate ourselves in his little world. Remember, overcoming the squirrel, overcoming the magpie, etc., etc. Vader, one more time. Good lad. Sit there. Sit. Sit there. Good boy. Stay there. Stay there. Come. Good boy. Good lad. And there's a treat on the floor. You didn't eat it previously, but there it is. However, you get the point, all right? So 2 things, or a number of things, when you are working on a recall, which we all should be doing because it's one of the most vital skills that we need to teach our dogs. Grow with your dog. Grow with excitement, grow with enjoyment, so that you are always the center of their universe and will override whatever they find more interesting as they grow and mature and become more confident. Alternatively, make sure you teach them the word that you want to use is valuable, it's beneficial, it's worth it if they listen to it. One more time, mate, since you've eaten up the floor. Come on in. Sit. Stay there. Come. That's it. Good. There you go. Now you're picking up a little bit. Good. Recall, how I do it. The reason why I do it that way is because if the dog's sitting there looking at me, I know I have their attention. I know I've got their focus, and I know they are in tune and listening to me with what I want to teach them, because they're sat there staring at me. Good boy. Yes. Good lad. Good boy, Vader. Good boy.